Thank you for watching. If you like my content, I would love for you to support my Patreon page. Starting as low as $3 per month, you can contribute to my media. Contributions allow me to upgrade equipment and more time to dedicate to bring you up-to-date videos and merchandise. Click the link below in the description to get started today. And again, thank you so much for supporting me all these years.
I am that dude so pimpin' what's crackin'. General on deck, so salute me, Captain. Never mind the hottest on the radio, suckin' case the Damas on the beat. I'm a bad mother. I rock the mics when I step on stage. Still that nigga leave the crowd in the daze. They look at me, I can tell they amazed. The ones that cannot do me are the ones that hate. I move the crowd like someone sprayed mace. Put me on blast, I'm heading straight to your face like what? I thought so. You don't know I spit that hard geometry, that's why I'm beast mode.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy. I just got done watching the Joe Budden podcast breakdown of Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation. Joe Budden was one of those guys that was pro Meg when all this went down. Like everyone else, you know, we were all pro Meg. I actually have a video I forgot about that I made where I was kind of going in on him a little bit. And, you know, because it just felt like it all kind of pointed at him. But I broke one of my rules I have when it comes to social media when it came to this situation. It was always let the facts come out. You know what I'm saying? So for that, I apologize. I don't think he'd ever see this, but I really apologize. And I want to apologize to all black men out there because I broke that rule. That's a very strict rule I have. I don't jump to conclusions because you don't know, until you know both sides of the story, you only got one part of the story. So now, a lot of details are starting to come out about the situation, and honestly, it's really making Meg look like a liar. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is the comments that are being made from black women and members of the LGBTQ community. Not all, but some. So I'm seeing a lot of comments. You know, I went to her Twitter page. I really didn't want to, but I was just curious because Joe Budden kept talking about her tweets. And so I had to see this for myself. And Meg Thee Stallion basically is, pulling kind of a juicy smouye where she's basically kind of still pointing the finger, but not really pointing the finger because there's no direction to point it at. And people are feeling bad for her. Like, got women in there saying, girl, you shouldn't have to go through this, and we got your back, and girl, I hate you going through this. But my thing is this: Meg Thee Stallion has a machine behind her. She has the money, she has the fame, lawyers. She literally can talk her out of this. Tory is independent. He doesn't have attorney money like that. You know what I'm saying? Once he goes to trial, the price goes up, like Joe Budden said, and that's true. Once he goes to trial, that's like a whole different beast. You know what I'm saying? So this man is literally fighting for his life. I mean, he didn't take a plea deal. He didn't do none of that shit. He literally was like, yo, I'm fighting this. I'm about to man up and fight it. And for some weird reason, it seems that y'all are supporting this. But this begs a bigger question because this isn't the first time something crazy like this. I'm really on the fence about watching the Real World Season 2 reunion on Paramount because there was a whole situation. If you're my age and you watch the Real World back in the day with Tammy Roman, you understand what I'm saying. There was a situation where, they were playing around and David, he's a comedian, black brother, pulled the cover off of her and apparently she was naked. I don't know why she would be naked knowing that there's cameras around in the house. But anyway, so yeah, she went in there. I think they got into it. It was real bad. And all of a sudden, the Mexican chick in there, I forgot her name, and a white woman, they started talking about the police and him going to jail. And the Mexican chick was a cop. And it was like crazy, man. They literally, And that man has been going through shit. Every time he's came back to MTV to do something that has to do with real world, they've always shunned him and bashed him. And you can just, just by the previews, you can tell that this dude has had a rough life since real world. It's almost like this shit's ruined him, and he really has nothing left. You know what I'm saying? But yep, here we are. They're bringing him back to bash him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't rape her. They were just playing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand. Now, sometimes you play, you go too far, and I totally get that. I've been in situations where I've been playing with somebody, or someone plays with me, and it goes too far, and people get mad. I totally understand that part. But what I'm saying is, it's like the answer to most people when it comes to black men going too far is always call the police, or I'm going to call the police, and which in some cases it is warranted. If a dude goes too far and he won't stop, then any man, anybody, man or woman, anybody goes too far, you call the police, get them out of there. But knowing the climate and the relationship that black men and officers of the law have, why would you put them through that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you put a man through that? Why would you put a man in a situation where he has to defend himself and basically fight for his life when you know it could possibly be wrong? Well, with the Meg Thee Stallion situation, the reason why I say this is Tory literally had no shoes, no shirt on. This dude, if he fired a gun residue would have been all over him. There was no gun residue on him at all. And he didn't have time to go anywhere, wash his hands, or bleach or anything. You can't wash gun residue off. It wears off, but you can't wash it off. So, riddle me this. Why is her friend, her homegirl, her ex-homegirl, who had gun residue on her, why isn't she getting the same amount of bashing and shame? Because it's not profitable for a black woman to bash a black woman. Unless, of course, your name is Jocelyn Hernandez. But it's not profitable for a black woman to bash a black man. It's profitable when you got a black man who dresses like a thug, if that's what y'all picture at. Got him going through it, got him in handcuffs, going through court systems. It looks good because it makes you the victim. It makes you look like the hero. So, but this isn't like the first time it's happened. This happens all the time. I mean, even in regular everyday life, women seem to love to call the police. Now, we make jokes about how white girls do that shit, but black women, a lot of black women do it too. I know several situations. I know one in particular situation where one of my partners, he got the police called on him by his baby mama, and all he was doing was coming to pick up his son and his daughter for visitation. She didn't want him to go because I guess it was a situation where she was trying to cape for her parents who were in town. And her mama even was like, if it's his time to get the kids, let him have the kids. And he was saying, look, I'll if she'll swap days with me, then it's fine. I know you guys are here. But of course, she was cussing him out, and she called the police. And the police were ready to arrest him, but his mama showed up with the court paperwork. And they saw the court paperwork, and there was no apology. There was no, okay, they didn't even look at her like, we could arrest you. They literally just looked at him like he wasn't shit, you know what I'm saying, and just kept it moving, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, they made her look like the victim, but she wasn't. She was violating the court order. That should automatically got her summons or whatever. That's just one situation out of many. It seems like there's so many situations where black men are bashed and black men are brought down, but yet the conversation is that it's only happening to black women and members of the LGBTQ community. But black men have been going through it for hundreds of years. We have been going through it for hundreds of years. Now, I'm not saying that black men are innocent. I'm not saying that we are innocent. There are black men out there who are trash. There are black women that are trash. There are white men that are trash. There are white women that are trash. There's some good people on all sides. And I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say every woman is like this. I'm not saying that every member of the LGBTQ community is like this, but at the same time, the media stirs this up to where they create this narrative to where it pits people against each other. My problem is nobody's trying to stop it. Right now, Meg is riding the magic carpet ride of her life right now. And I don't want to come down on sis, but my thing is, if any part of this is a lot, now it'd be different because here's the thing we don't really talk about when this comes to the situation. They were drunk. Meg was drunk. That's the whole reason why they got kicked out of Kylie Jenner's house, because they were acting obnoxious. They were drunk, and her back was turned, but she couldn't see who shot her. But she just assumed it was Tory, and now it's like she went on live. She said she was protecting him because she didn't want the police to take another black man, but then she went on live and said, "You shot him." Now Tory is under a gag order. He can't really speak on this court case, but Meg is not. So Meg can say what the fuck she wants to say. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do, and nobody's going to say anything to her. No one's going to talk about it. It's not even going to be an issue. That's where I have a problem with, because it's like, it's not goose guinea. What's good for the goose is good for the guinea. It's not that. She's literally winning off of this. She's profiting off of this. She's winning off of this. And here's the thing, like, I'm telling you, I'm really trying my best not to believe. I don't want her to be a liar. I don't want him to go to jail, but I don't want her to be a liar. I just want it to be a situation where she truly didn't know, and she was just like, I honestly didn't know. This is what everybody told me, and this is just what I rode with. And then, okay, we were drunk. People make mistakes. But the proof is in the residue. He didn't have the gun residue on his hand. That should have been a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. And plus, none of it, if you really think about it, I mean, it doesn't really make sense. I had an argument. You walked out the car, so he get out the car, and then all of a sudden this whole dance bitch thing comes up. That's another thing that bothers me about this. But like I said, this goes back to my original reason for this video. It's like y'all enjoy watching black men go through it. Y'all really do. And like, even when people come and defend us, like Kevin Samuels or Daphne. If you don't know Daphne, she's on Twitter. She's like amazing. She's this black woman who's amazing at holding people accountable. She, but nobody says anything to her when she holds black men accountable. Just like Kevin Samuels, he didn't pop off until he started holding black women accountable, and that's when everyone started getting mad at him. But y'all get mad whenever someone comes to our aid and defends us. Y'all get mad whenever we are defended or whenever we're lifted up for some weird reason. It's not cool. I've watched so many toxic ass stories on this platform of YouTube where people are having podcasts with women, and women who are really out here thinking that they're owed something just because they're women. And that's not true at all. Y'all owed as much as we're owed, and all that is respect. If you respect me, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to go hard on y'all, but at the same time, I'm a black man. I'm raising 4 sons. I don't want them to have to go through this. I don't want them to have to feel alienated by their skin, or just because it is what it is. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want none of my children to ever have to go through that. I teach my girls that as long as they respect themselves and respect the people around them, that everything should fall into place. You know what I'm saying? I don't teach my girls just to run up after anybody. You know what I'm saying? And my girls, they explore. They're good girls. My oldest daughter, has a great boyfriend who treats her good. They work hard and they work together. That's how we taught our kids. You work hard, you work together. That's how relationships are built. You don't bash him because he can't do it. If he honestly is trying his best, you give him that credit, and vice versa. But now we live in a society where black men are shamed so much that we have to constantly defend ourselves. We can't even, click up. Like, we click up and we start something and they don't like it, then all of a sudden it's a problem. Meanwhile, you got multiple talk shows where black men are bashed, The Talk, The View. You got a whole channel, Lifetime, where they do biopics on black female singers, and it seems like every single biopic has somebody getting slapped or beat up or done dirty by some black man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't even want to see this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? They did a whole Michelle movie, and every other scene, she was getting choked out by Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo. Now, granted, she has the right to tell her story, but shit. But then no one said anything about her going to be with Suge Knight, his friend. You know what I'm saying? Having a baby. So Dr. Dre's kids is tied with Suge's kids. I think that's the craziest, most insane shit I ever heard in my life. But anyway, that's not why I'm here. But I, as a black man, am scared. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know how this is going to end. I don't know. It feels like we're being alienated to the point where we can't speak on it. Because if we speak on it, then it's going to be like, what about me? Every time. It's like, well, I feel like black men are alienated. Then black women are like, no, what about me? What about me? We're alienated too. Do you realize how much power y'all have? If it wasn't for Kamala Harris running for vice president and being an AKA, and all the Divine Nine sororities decided to start to strut the poles, because that's what sororities do. They strut the poles. They put him in office. They put this man in office and her in office. You know what I'm saying? That's the power of the black woman. Y'all have a lot of power. Y'all have more power than y'all care to admit. The only time it's a problem is when someone tells you no. You can't do something. No. And a lot of times it's no because we know you don't want to do it. It just sounds good. Like, baby, I want to barbecue. No, I'll barbecue. You just make the potato salad. I can barbecue, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, she wants to barbecue. Next thing you know, some shit that got burnt. Babe, I'm gonna get your oil changed. No, I'll do it, babe. It's been 4 months. You need to get oil changed. No, I can do it. I'm not. Then the engine lock up. Now she wants a new car, right? Y'all have to understand. We love y'all. Black men, we adore black women, right? We love y'all. That's why we haven't given up on y'all. And I know y'all probably, well, black men be dating white women. Yo, black women date white men. And y'all congratulate each other on it. Yes, sis. I'm down for the swirl, sis. Yes, your baby's gonna be cute, bitch. Yes. But if a black man dates a white woman, then he's trash to his race, right? I actually knew a girl in college that despised black men dating white women. I used to date a girl like that. I dated a chick. She was so woke. She was so woke when it came to black men dating white women. She hated it. She despised it. We'll be in the theaters and we'll see an interracial couple and she would get sick to her stomach and start just smacking her lips and popping loud in a motherfucker. Guess what? She married a white man. Not even she married a straight up white man, like country music, work in the garage, white guy. And she's happy. I'm not knocking the fact that she's happy. I'm knocking the hypocritism, whatever the fuck, hypocrisy. I'm knocking the hypocrisy of the situation. Look, man, we love y'all. We adore y'all. I mean, for once, can we at least get y'all to see what we see? Because in my eyes, once the facts came out back about Meg and Tory, I was like, Meg, you either lying or you really don't know what's going on or you just believe in whatever everyone's telling you to do. And I'm still in the middle because I'm hoping that she's just believing what they told her and she's just starting to really understand what's going on. But judging by her tweets, I don't think she gives a damn. Judging by her tweets, I honestly feel like she doesn't care. I feel like she feel like she's invincible, and that's that. And she probably is because she's making the game a lot of money. She's under that industry monster, that machine, and they're going to protect their investment as much as they can. Black men, be safe out there. To the black women out there and everyone that protects us and loves us, we thank you. All I'm asking is y'all look at both sides of the picture. That's it. I'm not trying to be I'm not bashing nobody. I'm not hating nobody. I just want y'all to look at both sides of the coin and understand why this is frightening to us. Why this is something that just makes us all look at this situation like, what the fuck? Because if he's found not guilty, y'all aren't going to cancel her, because cancel culture was made to cancel men, specifically black men. And y'all know that's a fact. Holla at your boy.